wish that I could love you right in a special way, girl.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
And this just in. Shaquille O'Neal has decided to unretire. He'll be returning to the rap game. Oh, it's April Fool.
Oh, yeah.
We got him, Ernie. We got him.
I was going to bring.
You can hear the roar here at the United Center. Welcome to 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. But the bad news is there is no basketball. There is no NBA. The game has been canceled. Ha ha! Happy April Fool's Day, baby. This is the NBA, and we've got a great one in store. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. 10 games back from the top spot. They're still jockeying for position.
Yeah, and Kevin, I haven't been able to quite figure out what the problem been for this group, but obviously neither have they, because the struggle is real. I know they're working hard to get things figured out, but no matter what road they've taken, it's led to a dead end.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Booker out there with Kemba Walker. Then there's Nikola Mirotic. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 4. Now, here's Walker. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Vucevic. One-on-one fast break. Nobody near Irving. Drops in the tray.
His three-point shot does not let him down. One of the many ways Irving affects the game.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He averages about 5 points a game. And here's Booker from the arc. The rebound by Ibaka. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Winslow, and he lays it straight in. Winslow's got his first 2 points. Coming down the stretch, Chris, you made the postseason 10 times in your terrific career. Talk about the late season push when these games are so meaningful.
You know, Kevin, I would always talk to teams in the locker room right before the All-Star break and say, everybody go home, relax, have as much fun as you can, because when we get back, it's all business. What you have to do is have the same focus and intensity and excitement and passion that you do coming into training camp. And if you do not have that going out of the All-Star break into that postseason run, then your team really is being set up for failure. It's all about energy and your mind frame at that moment. That's why that break at All-Star is so important, because you leave everything behind and you say, now we're back and we're really here. We're playing now for what we really want, and that's the championship. This is where physical and mental toughness is really tested.
Good explanation. Booker with no one around. Charlotte again missing.
A big mistake by the D, and they got away with it.
Now Irving, coming off a stellar performance against Boston. Pass to Vucevic. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. One of the premier scorers in the league, Irving, still may be underrated by some as a playmaker.
Oh, Kyrie, come on, tremendous court sense vision. I mean, he understands to win in this league, you have to be unselfish, but you know he can get it going at any time.
Here's Irving after the basket by Nikola Mirotic. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Count that one.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
Now here's Irving, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Charlotte trails by 9. Booker looking around. There's the pass to Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Mirotic. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now, here is Irving. The teardrop falls in. Irving's got 5.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still a lot.
And so it's Chicago, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their defense has been terrific.
2011, I came into a league where
Some say, Greg, a golden age at the point guard position.
Yeah, and Irving right there with the best of them. He embraces the challenge.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Bulls team out there.
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
And really, for the whole first quarter, they've maintained their intensity. Let's see how long they can sustain it.
Kyrie Irving is out there with Buddy Hield. Then it's Winslow, and it's Vucevic, and it's Ibaka in at the power forward position. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Hield against Booker. Shot from the wing. Hield can't hit.
The defense is doing just enough to bother him on the jump. And boy, when you think about what the Bulls were in the 90s, Jordan, Pippen, Grant, Robin, I mean, a group that could suffocate you on both ends.
Inside. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
Looking more active inside Hill. It's important that he keeps looking to score close to the bucket.
And Booker kicks to Walker. Passes to Bogdanovic. Back to Walker. Three-pointer. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. And Chris, talking about the Bulls dynasty, some people feel it was the greatest of all time.
That's a tough question. You got Russell, Celtics, Duncan, Spurs, the Lakers, Showtime. Let's include the Warriors of today. I really don't argue about it because, they can't go head-to-head, unfortunately.
Ibaka with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Second shot opportunity, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Bulls shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Looking at big men around the NBA, which are the best triple threats? Guys who can shoot, drive, and pass out of that screen.
I think of 2, one being Anthony Davis. In fact, he can get his shot, he's so quick, and he's a good post-up player as well and can face the basket. And then DeMarcus Cousins, I don't know if there's a better big man, a better center than when it comes to him. He can take you out on the three-point line. He can dribble and get a 3. He can take you out on the three-point line, set a flare screen, catch and shoot the 3. He can get it at the three-point line, drive you to the hole, get an and one, and then he can take you on the post and just bully and posterize you as well. So I don't think there's one that comes to mind with a better skill set than Boogie Cousins.
And that list is growing. Irving looking over the floor, looking for Winslow. He gets it there, and the shot goes in.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Irving against Walker. We've got 1:18 left to play here in the half. Charlotte again missing. The Bulls leading by 15. Down low, reverses, and Hield with the lay-in. Hield's got 11 points.
Well, he's played a smart and strong game. His field goal percentage proves it.
Walker against Irving. Feeds it to Booker to end the run. The shot, no good. Ibaka with some nice D. Bulls have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Back to Irving. Lets the three fly. Hands it from downtown. 8 points for him.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Charlotte calls timeout. Greg, as we know, Buddy Hield, a Wooden Award winner at Oklahoma.
I mean, he grew from nothing, his words, in the Bahamas. And his first hoop, a crate he nailed to some plywood. Couldn't even afford the nails. Had to find those. So from there to here, what an incredible journey.
The three. And there's Mirotic on the assist by Richardson.
Look at that fast release of Mirotic. Just remarkable as a big fella. As soon as the ball arrives, he's prepared to let it go.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Vucevic with the bucket.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, yeah, up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now.
Hield against Booker. Over Hield. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And so it's the Chicago Bulls. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Chicago was looking great right away. A smoldering performance for them early as they shut down everything defensively and were clicking on offense, going 10-0 to start. After a well-executed first quarter, they held the lead by 11. And that'll...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. One guy who's been getting it done is Buddy Hield.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, right. I mean, the defense hasn't had an answer for this guy yet. Just too skilled, too driven this far.
And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Richardson is out there with Bogdanovich. And there's Kemba Walker. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Mirotic in at the 5. Walker finds Mirotic. Booker with it. Vucevic defending. Charlotte moving it around. Clock at 6. Here's Walker. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Walker's got 5 now.
Fearless. Walker feels confident going up against anyone. Painted area, doesn't matter. He does not back down.
Vucevic with the bucket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Booker outside. 3-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Booker's got his first 3 points of the game.
You can't leave guys open around Walker, I'll tell you that. He sees when the defense is overcommitted.
Booker against Irving. Pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Mirotic. Off the left rim and out. And so Booker will bring it up for Charlotte. Trailing by 19. There's the feed to Richardson. Makes it off the glass. Richardson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Hey, look, he's not an easy man to defend. He'll get his points one way or another.
On the wing, Irving. Richardson covering. They grab their own miss. Vucevic, and he makes good on the layup. 10 points for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Booker outside. Walker the pass to Richardson. Over to the wing. Here's Mirotic. No good from outside. The Bulls leading by 19. In the corner, Irving with it. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And And for the most part, when Bogdanovich is out on the floor, he's there to do one thing, shoot.
And I tell you what, when you can shoot like that, that's all you need to do. Great catch-and-shoot player who can stretch the defense. You cannot leave him alone, and really his presence frees up so much for his teammates on the floor.
I like the bounce pass there. He's getting creative.
Charlotte shooting their first free throw of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Bulls have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. On its way from Irving for 2. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Booker outside. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Back to Richardson. Walker in the corner. Lets it go from 14. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Fantastic recognition from Walker. Superb at reading the defense and torching them with the J.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. There's 49 seconds left in the third. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, and Serge Ibaka, a player who kind of came into the league as a defensive stopper, shot blocker. You know, still has great length and can bother shots, but not the prolific shot blocker he once was, as the focus has become more on the offensive end.
Walker looking for an opening. Booker outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Booker's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And he gets the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 15. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Right side to Walker. And the 3 off target. Not going to go that time. And so it's the Chicago. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So for Chicago right now, they've got Winslow. Kyrie Irving is out there with Buddy Hield. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Vucevic in at the pivot, manning the middle. Mirajic grabs the miss. Charlotte trails by 13. Here's Richardson. And it's off the back rim, no good. Chicago's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. And stolen by Booker. He kicks it to Walker. Well, in recent years, C-Web, players have flirted with quadruple doubles, but they're just so elusive. I mean, you've got to do a lot to get those kind of numbers.
Now think about it. Embiid and Westbrook have both come close. Well, Westbrook comes close to anything with a double at the end of it. And Draymond Green, he missed once on points. So, you know, it's so hard to do. I just remember that Akeem, the Dream Olajuwon did it, but you think about it. You're exerting so much energy, communication, and passion in that game. That's why it's so tough to do. And by the way, players are really good. So how are you going to get those 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 10 blocks?
Right, yeah.
Or whatever else you can get along with points. But, yeah, so elusive, yeah. You love it when the big fella shows off his ability from behind the arc.
Chicago calls timeout. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jim Boylan was going over with his team. He told them, put your foot on their neck. Take it to them. I want to see you guys slow it down out there. Use the clock and stay away from silly fouls. Let's see if they can execute the plan, guys.
Everybody knows he's a talented guard. He's a deadly scorer. He can get hot in a hurry.
And so Booker will bring it up for Charlotte. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. From 10 feet out, no good that time. Good D by Heel. Irving against Walker. Free throw line jump shot. A nice shot by Irving. And the Bulls lead by 15.
He's going to get it done all over the floor, outside, inside, mid-range. Irving's their man.
And Walker kicks to Booker. Clock at 6. Takes a 3. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
And look, the D has to be talking out there. They can't make threes that easy for them.
Chicago leading by 12. Winslow finds Irving. 1:14 left here in the fourth quarter. Healed with the bucket.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Bulls.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Kyrie Irving.
Their offense had a great flow to it because of how well he was moving the ball. His assists were way up there, and it kept everybody moving, working to get open.
And stolen by Richardson. Fast break now for Charlotte, and here's Booker from the arc. Good on the triple.
Another one. Man, he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
And part of this falls on the defense. I mean, you know he's hot. You'd like to force someone else to shoot the basketball.
Pulls from the top of the key. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Here's Walker, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Now, you can't tell me Walker is not one of the most fearless penetrators in the league. The D sometimes has no chance but to foul him hard.
And so he hits both. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Neto. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A confident win, and one where they... Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it for...